Yeah, there goes the
Come on, Instagram. Yeah, you be tripping, bro.
there you go.
What's up, everybody? This is Derek here from Manning Up, Men Building Men. I've got Buddha from Chosen Few and my boy LT from Views on Twos. What's up, fellas?
What's going on with you?
Oh man, we had a great weekend. We're just coming from the Black Wall Street rally, guys. We're doing this live. Give y'all some insights on what we learned about in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And as you can see, all of us made it back, and nobody ended up on the first 48. Well, somebody might have ended up on there, but it wasn't us.
Wasn't us.
Yeah, none of ours. None of ours.
So Buddha came in out of Colorado Springs. He had a nice little. How long was that ride, Buddha?
It was 12 hours going down. It took a little longer coming back with the tornado.
Okay, and
wow.
and Views on Twos. You came out of Atlanta. How long was that ride?
Mine was 12 hours, 800 miles.
I came out of Houston. Mine was 7, both ways, all the time, every time. No weather, no anything. So let's get on with the rally. So we came in, Buddha, on Friday. I got there about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I got there about the same time.
2 o'clock, and then LT, you got there about 2:50, about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, about 3.
When you guys first got, and in no order, when you first got to the rally in Tulsa, what was your first thinkings of what was going on? And did they have a good layout on a plan?
I think it could have been a little different because we were parking all over downtown. You know, parked on the sidewalk. Actually, we parked in front of the Holiday Inn. They were like, "Oh, you can't park here. Go down the side road or whatever." So, you know, I think something like that could have been, you know, a little more planned out. But like you and I just found out, it's only this 3rd year.
Right.
So it's going to improve hopefully every year.
Right. Okay. What do you think, Tim? What'd you see right first coming in?
I think, like Bull, I think it was set up pretty well. I think that being that it is a bike rally, I think that certain things need to be put in place, like you said, parking, or it needs to be certain part of the road blocked off, which I know there's like permits and stuff that you need to get with that. But if they're having the rally, still that's part of what should be done. Because like you said, everybody was parking everywhere. You know, you had bikes, car, bike, or whatever. But if the whole lane is reserved for bikes, then also you have more, because everybody's not going to do the concert scene or the stage scene. A lot of people, when they ride bikes to events or whatever, they're bike enthusiasts, so they want to see a lot of the bikes.
Right.
So they want to see that biker lane. You know, if it's just, you know, that's always, and y'all know, anytime you go to a biker event, that biker lane or that biker street, that's where no matter what's going on, you know, you can get some quote unquote bike action if you go to this certain street or this certain lane.
Right. So some should be blocking. So who is the host? Like what motorcycle set represents the Black Wall Street rally that sets it up that would know that type of information?
I didn't see any that I know of sponsors. And that's what I said. Our club we're looking to get involved with it, you know, in the future. Nice. I think it'd be a good thing to get on the ground level. But I didn't really see, you know, Tulsa Triangles or hosting. I didn't see none of that.
Right.
You know, in the city, I saw. I mean, we went to a couple, you know, Rare Breed. They had a big party going on at Second to None. So a lot of cats left Rare Breed and went over to Second to None. That was on Friday night. So I didn't really see, you know, if you guys didn't see it either, who's the main sponsor?
Yeah, and I didn't see a sponsor. Like you usually have like a banner or prospects get in there early and you know, block off areas for different people. I didn't see any of that. It's almost an afterthought where we're gonna put this together, and then you had like me and Buddha was talking earlier, you had a baseball game and a comedy concert in the middle of Black Wall Street rally, which was great. And like Buddha said, looked kind of strange where the white people were inside the game looking at us through the fence.
Yeah,
all these black people or people of color on motorcycles riding around, but
Right.
everything was great. There was no, I mean, little kids were walking around there by all colors and having a great time.
right.
Another thing that we was talking about, Tim, before you got on here is the food. There wasn't very many food options like down in the rally. You know, chicken. You got fried fish. You got lemonade.
Catfish.
Yeah.
And hot links. That was the main. Well, they did have one little taco truck, you know. But you know, like I said, I'm coming from Colorado. You know, I want to know what's the Tulsa food. You got, you know, if I go to Kansas City, I know they got Kansas City barbecue.
Right.
You know, something. What is the Tulsa's number one that Tulsa's famous for? It. Like me being from Colorado, as you know, green chili. You know, you eat green chili and tacos or whatever there. In California, it's tacos, period. All kind of tacos.
Right.
You know, that's what I mean. What is Tulsa's identity in food?
Right. Yeah, I can agree with that, and not to beat the rally up because it was great. I mean, we had a great time.
Oh, it was.
I had a great, I had a great time. I just feel like this area, because of the history, I really think that more of the home vendors or the restaurants or the caterers should really be kind of gravitating towards this event, you know, to make it even larger, which I'm sure maybe we didn't go the first 2 years. So we don't know. I mean, it may be bigger now than it was the first 2 years, but I do feel like just like we just came this year, more people are going to come next year. So maybe they're building on, and maybe they are getting some more traction as far as the vendors are concerned. So I guess in that, and I hate to be like the balance of the pendulum or whatever, but but I guess that, you know, maybe which I haven't really talked to anyone that in depth, anyone that has been like the previous 2 years or whatever. So I don't know what they saw. So giving a fair assessment from them.
Yeah. What you're right. It was a very good rally for being its third. It's the beginnings. And then we're just giving you ideas of what may happen or could happen better if you allow people to get involved, or you send out the information earlier. Hey, we need vendors. Hey, we need clubs who want to participate. What do you think we could do better? Questionnaire. And you're right. The biggest thing is most places where you go, bikes go where nobody else can go. And it's blocked off. And the only people that can get through there are motorcycles. You can't have motorcycles and cars. Because you saw the event, people speeding through there, an 18-wheeler was trying to get through there. I was like, what? I mean, mind you, number 3, guys, we're not beating you up. Black Wall Street.
No.
Great.
Not at all.
And
great, you know, no issues with nobody down there acting stupid. You know, like I said, it was a family event, had kids, family, you know, all that. So,
yeah, it was all love.
Black Wall Street for the 3rd year, on point.
Right.
Right.
I got one of the shirts. So one of the vendors, you know, I saw this shirt and I was like, man, let me get one of these shirts. And I talked to the guy who was selling shirts. Hey man, you got any 3X shirts? He was like, yeah, I got one. And the shirt he gave me was discolored where the hanger was at. Like it'd been in the sun so long that some gun had turned.
It was sunburned. There was a few of them like that.
And I thought it was dirty, so I tried to, and it didn't go off.
Right.
And then another guy just interrupted us talking to the other guy. I was like, no, I got a shirt that's better. Hey man, don't do that, bro.
He was like, hey man, look, check this out. See what it was like, bro. We talking to this guy about his shirts. You know, if anything, while we talk to the guy, you be in the back. Yeah, I got these. You know,
right.
You know, but he just bogarted up there or whatever. So you know, and I think that's just a individual. You know what? I keep going to the other side.
I think I'm not sure if that space will be able to hold a larger rally. I'm not sure that space is enough.
I have to get a couple of those streets totally blocked off.
Yeah. You have to change more things. Because you still had a good presence out there. But like I said, with the cars, like me and Tim saw one dude try to go around the car in the other lane, and he's blowing a horn, telling the guy to go ahead. He's like, "Man, I can't go. There are people coming this way, and this guy's still trying to go around." And this is when you get in trouble.
Yeah,
this is when you find out what biking's all about, because most bikers, hey man, you cut me off on the bike in your car because you being ignorant, then we're gonna be ignorant because you being ignorant. So I mean, you just got to be, worried about that. But the event was great. We're just giving you a couple of negatives right now, but then we're gonna get to more positives.
Oh yeah.
As this podcast goes on, like when me and Tim got there, we were searching for the lady to get the wraps, and nobody knew she was at the registration. We was like, you know what the registration is? I think it's over there by the wall. No, it's not by the wall. So Tim was like, I'm gonna ask the guy who worked here, hey man, where's registration? He was like, man, it's right there in that building. When that building, and then
was it in there by the where the little inside the building where they had the bar at or whatever like that?
Oh, I didn't see a bar.
Like the cultural arts center type deal.
Yeah, when you came in, actually right across the street from the restaurant you told me to go into, they had and they had the air conditioned misters in there, and that's where I had the bar in there.
Yeah, this one's a little bit further down, right before you got to the food trucks. It was a big brick building sitting there, and then we went in there, and she was closing up, and then she kind of
the church.
She kind of threw me off
across from the church.
Across from the church.
Yeah,
she kind of threw me off because she was like, "Oh, you already paid." And Tim paid then. I said, you already paid. She said, so I don't have your shirt. And then Tim's like, I'm going to pay now. She was like, okay, here go your shirt. I'm like, what the hell, lady?
Yeah, that makes sense.
She was like, these are just extra shirts. I don't care. Just give me my shirt too, so I ain't got to come back to get my shirt. Oh, she threw me off. I was like, what? Huh?
Yeah. She had his packed up in the package, man. His was already put aside somewhere. Mine came out of an extras bunch.
Let me tell you about the package. See, Tim talking about a package. So she gave Tim his when I got my shirt, and she put my shirt in the bag, and I looked in the bag. I'm like, man, ain't no package, man. It's just a shirt that you put in the bag. And so Tim came to get his. He was like, can I get a bag? And she was like, yeah. He was like, well, where's my package? He was like, all you get is a shirt. He was like, $56. I know he was about to say $56. All you get is a t-shirt. You don't get no patches, no stickers, and that's going to grow with it's going to grow with
right. But there we got to keep it plain for everybody to understand too that wristband because they had like some concerts like at night and a dance and stuff like that. So that band was to pay for those events as well. And that being said, everybody that go to those rallies don't necessarily, attend a lot of the extra stuff. A lot of times, we're going for the ride.
Oh, Buddha done disappeared.
Wait, my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was moving. Trying to go in the garage and smoke me a cigar.
Okay.
And I got that boy ready for a cigar. Hey, Tim, let's when you came in to Tulsa, what did you think of we've heard a lot of scary stories about Tulsa and all this kind of stuff. What did you think when you saw the city? To
be honest, I've learned this from Keisha, my wife. When I go somewhere new that I haven't frequent or maybe not been before, I don't know what to expect. So my expectations are always open.
Okay.
And until I get something, until somebody gives me a reason to think one way or the other.
Okay.
It's kind of like and we got this from like when we go on vacation, like to a different place. Her expectation. Her thing is she doesn't necessarily have an expectation,
right? Until
she gets there and starts to experience it. So that being said, I really didn't have an experience. An expectation on whatever. And I know we're going to get into, what some of the people that we talked to, what they said, but I didn't have any expectations on it, good or bad.
No, I was just looking to have a good time to see the history of it and all that. That was it.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
And the history they had laid out was great. I mean, that to see those murals and to think about what that meant. They broke away, started their own journey, and was very successful. And for it to get tore up because a lady said that another, happens all the time. That's how it used to happen.
Yep.
You say, well, this guy cat called me from the elevator, and now the city has to burn down. But they were just looking for a reason to be able to go anyway. So,
yeah.
And so if you don't know Black Wall Street history, you got to look it up. Yeah, we're not gonna go through all that tonight.
And I didn't know that the church was the only thing left.
Yeah, the large church that was there.
In it, and it had a candle in it or something like that, right?
Yeah, that was the only thing left that after the whole Wall Street they tore down or burnt up, and so that was cool.
Yeah,
at least the people who did it had some respect for a church.
Right.
Yeah, true that. And well, there, I'll let you go ahead.
Oh, so another thing, I want to touch on everything. So for 3 days, right? Me and Tim touched on this a little bit when we was at the room. I got to learn how to pack for 3 days because I can't. I still had like 7 t-shirts left, drawers. Because most of the time my riding pants that they don't get wet, they don't be my riding home pants, right?
Right, exactly.
So then I got another pair of jeans just in case, and then shorts just to lounge around there. But for some reason I kept throwing an extra t-shirt in. What is the packing order for 3 days? Does anybody know, brothers? Help my brother.
Bro, I'm about to do a packing video, but just my take on it is if you're going for 3 days, and in most cases it's summertime, I have my riding pants, I have like maybe a black pair of jeans which I had with me, and then a couple pair of shorts because those black jeans you can rotate with a different shirt. So again, I have a pair of jeans, a couple pair of shorts, 2 or 3 pair of shorts. And I always have, it's just me. I always have, maybe if we're going 3 days, I always have at least five shirts because you don't ever know if you mess your shirt up or we don't necessarily mess our pants up, but drop something on your shirt, rub against something or whatever, or if you just got different colors, you switch it up. And I normally take 1, maybe 2 pair of sneaks, tennis shoes. And that's so I can I usually take some, which I'm a tennis shoe person, so I normally take some that I can pretty much wear with all of the shirts and pant combinations that I have, or something that's kind of neutral or whatever, so that which would keep me, and especially like if it's a pair that I want to wear and if it works for everything, then I might just take that 1 pair of tennis shoes, some slides for the room, or like if you want to walk down, once you take your boots off, you want to walk down to the lobby or something, some, like I said, some decent slides and my riding boots. That's pretty much my combination.
What about you, Buddha?
I'm a soldier. I overpack.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm coming cross country. So I got to have some wet weather stuff, some cold weather stuff, I overpack. Now, mind you, I don't pack as much when I got mama with me.
Right.
That joker.
Your room is gone.
Right. But like say, I usually wear the same pair of jeans riding in, riding out. Take another pair and maybe some shorts or some gym shorts. If you had a hotel, Airbnb, whatever, slides and a pair of sneaks. Most definitely. Personal hygiene. And coming across country, we got to have stuff to fix a flat. We got to have stuff for battery, all the tools that we can have, and me having a big limited, I carry as much stuff as possible because everybody hey man, you got extra pair of gloves? I may have like 2-3 pair of gloves. I bring like a helmet I can wear in the city, not like a helmet or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So I pack for a variety because most of the time I'm going cross state lines and and being in Atlanta, your states are a little closer together. Texas with Derek, it take them 2 days to get across Texas.
Exactly. Texas, the whole universe.
Deserts, so
right. They see all seasons, and I'm like you, Buddha. Like he said, Buddha went the whole. He a soldier for real. He went the whole pack. What's the pack y'all carry on your back? Yeah. So
Buddha,
I do that too because I had I have about 3 pair of gloves. I have I have some like just in case to get wet. I have an extra pair of gloves. I have that. There, you remember in my bag I pulled out that tire flat. I mean that fixed flat situation. My tire kit.
Yep.
I carry the air pump with me. I carry a jump pack with me. I carry sunscreen, and my sunscreen stay in my suitcase because like you riding facing the sun or whatever. Not even when you're not facing the sun. So I hit sun. I didn't hit it this time, but normally I hit the sunscreen, on the face per wifey. She's like, after I get back, did you use the sunscreen?
Yep.
Just FYI, black people can't get melanoma. You can't see it. It'd be like in their fingernails. Just say the color, and so black people.
I'm a little more fair skinned, and that my cheeks gets sunburned right where my sunglasses or the sun visor in the helmet hit is right up under. So, Yep.
So listen, folks, and if you can do that party, so we don't really do a whole bunch of extra party. I know people that don't come up there with nothing. Some of us don't shower, nothing. To be old 3 days. You be like, damn, boy, you smell like Friday. Yeah, Sunday.
As soon as I get in town, the Airbnb or hotel, I'm jumping in the shower because I've been sweating and whatever.
Yep.
Right.
Nah, ain't me, bro.
So all you riders, man, everybody's different. I mean, some like Mother Nature tricked me on Friday. Houston, they said it was 69 degrees. Now, mind you, motorcycle math is different when you talk about temperature, regular math. 69 degrees ain't 69 degrees at 85 miles an hour.
Nope.
It's about 45 degrees.
Yep.
So you got to dress accordingly. So when I left, I had my hoodie on. I was like, oh, it ain't too bad until the 2 mile mark. I was like, oh, man.
Especially if you leave it old dark 30.
Yeah, and then I got another hoodie. That didn't work because if you don't know that wind cuts hoodies, So on the way back, I made sure I picked up a jacket,
But even if you put on your rain gear and a hoodie, that blocks that wind off of it.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yep. So that rain jacket can always double as a windbreaker.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's get back to the rally. So me, Tim. I had a big idea on Saturday, man. From our hotel where the rally was at, probably about 1.2 miles. And I was like, man, I really don't want to ride my bike 1.2 miles just to try to find a park space. So we walked. Hey, boy, if that was 1.2 miles, boy, shit, that was the longest 1.2 miles I had ever been seen. We must have took the extended walk version because that 1.2 miles, especially on the way back, I was like, boy.
Well, you know how sometimes you gotta accommodate. I was like, bro, we could just ride down there.
Yeah.
No, we can walk, man. It's all right. I said,
it's right there, man. Hey, it's right there. Bro. Oh my
God.
Right there. Which is what I did see, and I saw some people. You can make some money. I mean, I saw a couple people with golf carts. And if you rented a whole trailer full of golf carts, that would be, that would be a good thing to do.
I was thinking about that.
Those little bikes was making a killing.
Did you see the bar bicycle? It was like
I saw that
on each side, they pedaling on it. That was cool.
Yeah, they can make some money that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly.
But like Derek and I earlier said, it's going to get more and more compare like a Myrtle Beach or Bikers Roundup. I hope it grows and grows.
Yeah, it will. I believe it will because there was nothing that I didn't hear of anything and I didn't see anything negative. Everybody was having a good time, on the bikes and which is what you want to see. And because this is basically it is an historical event because of the history that is in the area, it's just really and just something to like look in those murals. Just to look at those murals and see that different stuff. just look at. I'm sorry, my son just came. Just to look at those murals and see the different history and the different depictions of what actually went on is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
You had to take a picture from the mural. You had to.
Yeah, you would have to think that, and some people don't think that way, but you would have to think that you wouldn't go down to a Black Wall Street rally that was started on violence and go down there to commit violence.
Right.
You would hope that they wouldn't, but all the time that ain't true. Somebody will do something to do something, and they didn't. So I mean, a friend of mine did tell me that they were shooting in front of the hotel, but he think that was the locals and have anything to do with the rally itself.
No,
Really?
and me being in an outlaw club.
Buddha, can't hear you, buddy. I lost your volume.
Lost your audio.
Okay, you back now. Oh no, he ain't. Yeah, can't hear you, Buddha. I can't hear you. You super low. I can't hear you. Let me see something. Say something now, Buddha. Yeah, I still can't hear you. Look at your mic, see if it shut off real quick for me. What's up, Ty? I see you, brother.
Yeah, he probably went out to come back in.
All right. No. Hey, Buddha, I'm gonna bump you out. Come back in on that same link.
Oh, his microphone was showing off.
I turned it off for a minute to try to. I muted it and then I tried to unmute it. Let's see if I brought him back. Oh shit! I hear juice.
You can hear it down the top.
Look at your mic. See if it happened. Something happened to your mic down there, Buddha.
Quad, did she see my medicine?
While Buddha's working that out, get him back on. So the hotels were pretty spread out too, but I'm guessing you'd have to because there's nothing really that close to the event. And you're right. I think more restaurants need to be able to get down there. Maybe some more food trucks. But like I said, I didn't see a vendor list, so I'm not sure what happened. And all that information might have been out, and we might have just been privy to be able to get in there to do anything like that. But what you really like about the event? I know you took a lot of videos, and I got made fun of because I probably had in 2 days I probably got 42.3 minutes of content, and that's 30 minutes of the pictures and videos you sent me.
Right.
What was you doing? I'm like, shit, I thought I was doing it, but I wasn't doing a damn thing.
Hey, bro, that's the thing. When you think you be like getting content or whatever, then you get home, it's like, man, this all I got? I thought I got more than this or whatever. So that's why you got to constantly be shooting and taking pictures to get more of it. The thing that I liked about the whole event, it was, like I said, everybody was in quote, unquote, cool people.
Yeah.
Buddha, you back?
Yeah. I turned on my bike. I turned on my bike and tried to cycle through my bike.
Oh, okay. The audio went to your bike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, that damn bike audio will pull you in there,
bro.
Boy, you be talking. You be like, "What happened?" You look. If you ain't thinking about it, what you like probably thought about, like, shoot, it's on my bike.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah,
no,
but
I was touch on it. That a lot of even the urban outlaw clubs, no issues, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I went to a couple big parties, Soul Brothers and Second to None. You know, top off to them. You know, they put good events on. You know,
right.
And no issues. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't know if you guys noticed it. Since you were so close to the event, the cops was not tripping at all.
You saw some?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember my hotel was in the city,
Yeah.
so bro, we because like when we convoyed over to a couple of the parties, man, we had at least 100 bikes with us, and cops was not tripping. They would let us block traffic, do the whole thing because they know it's for our safety, and it was all good. They was not tripping at all.
Because Tim asked me, he was like, "Hey man, have you seen any cops?" I'm like, "Nah."
I didn't see a big presence downtown. I didn't see a big presence down there.
But out in the city, now because like we had a big warehouse type thing, and no issues. They would just come and make sure nobody was out there tripping, and they didn't mess with nobody. That's a good. I mean, to Tulsa, that's a plus. You know, because you got to go somewhere city and the cops is tripping, pulling everybody over and all that stuff. But Tulsa
back in the days of the Fort Worth when I got put on the
yes,
let's not talk about that. But when I got put on that Fort Worth gang task force was tripping.
And it's cops being stupid, just looking for pulling you over for no reason. You know, and that you have to talk about that maybe in another podcast with the motorcycle clubs and concealed weapons and all that. You know, that's a big topic.
Yeah, very big. Yeah, it's hard to talk.
Now, Tim, what were you saying? Go back to what were you saying? I don't remember what we were talking about.
You asked me, you know, what did I like about the event? When I go to different events, I like the fact that everybody is there for bike stuff. Everybody, when you go to events like this, as opposed to I'm gonna say MC events. And for those who don't know, I was in the club for 7 years, but I'm independent now. And you know, at a lot of functions, not all functions, and this is across the board, but it does have different pockets. And what I'm saying is, you got your standoff crew, meaning you know the ones that want to stand there and mean mug all the time, and not really engage with anybody unless you know they're actually with them or whatever. But you don't see that I didn't see that at this rally. Everybody was friendly. Hey man, what's up? What's going on? I mean, everybody from independents to different clubs or whatever, when they walk by, you know, we saw it a lot. You know, guys would, you know, get off their bikes, or, you know, just guys with different colors would come by. And man, we just had t-shirts on, but they were, hey man, what's going on? What's going on? And y'all know yourself at a lot of times at MC events, if you don't got colors on, unless you're well known, you don't get love.
Right.
You know, so and you got to be okay with that if you like the motorcycle set and culture or whatever. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But like I said, a lot of people, everybody was cool for the most part. Everybody was, you know, hey, how you doing? Speaking, dapping up, you know, hugging and stuff like that. It was like a distant family reunion.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say that. Yeah, you're exactly right on that one. Exactly right.
Buddha, what did you like about the event?
Man, you know, like you said, man, seeing all the different people. And, you know, I even saw, now me coming from Colorado, I think the furthest patch, it was a female club, and they were from Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, they were road, you know, and I love when we go to events and see people from all over the country.
Right.
You know, I mean, in my club and Derek's former club, we love seeing New York or whatever like that. And I think that was credit to people of color that we're gonna travel and go to this historical event.
Yeah,
you know, I did like that. You know, everybody's pretty clean. When nobody throwing, you know, trying to trash the city, like throwing stuff down. I seen brothers picking up stuff, you know, and I think it was well thought out. Of course, always improvements, like we said earlier, but I enjoyed it. You know,
I didn't see a lot of trash. See a lot of trash. But what you say about the SOS? You say you
I missed the SOS band. I'm like,
yeah, we did too. Yeah, we went back to the room. So because Derek had us walking. If we wouldn't have been walking, we probably would have stayed around.
No, what happened is we was at Harley 14 hours.
Yeah. What?
That's what drained us. Harley drained us. Harley shot. We was there 14 hours.
But I heard some groaning on my back, my rear brake when I was hitting the brake, and I was trying, you know, it didn't sound good. So we took it there. They ended up my rear rotor was really worn.
Oh,
And my ABS light had came on. So I got that replaced and they put new pads on it, which is straight now. But
yeah,
it sounded ugly.
I never tried to go to every Harley, but I never did. We didn't. I had meetings to go.
It wasn't a very big Harley, but it handled the amount of business it had, and it was full.
Hey, let me tell you that Harley Davidson, they were putting them out, man.
Oh yeah,
they was getting out. In and out. An event that that everybody coming to town, people got issues or whatever.
Right.
They were putting them out because there were several bikes. We got there about 15 minutes after they opened, but there was several bikes in front of me. But they got us right in, and once they diagnosed what the issue was on my bike or whatever, what was there like 3 hours?
Yeah, about
4 hours. Yeah,
now
something like that. And
that
ain't bad.
I don't know nothing about Indian, but I can tell you about Harley. If you're out of town, they usually try to get you in and out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing about it is we were at Harley and everybody standing in line. This dude had to get his tire fixed. Tim had to get his brake fixed. The young lady said, "Yeah, I got this new Harley and my speaker don't work." Lady, get your ass out of line. You talking about your damn speaker, man?
Yo, she said that. Man, there was like a speaker. Man, these people trying to be safe, get their bikes together so they can get back down the road. You can't hear on your left side. Like, man,
you can't hear anyway on that new system.
That was her priority.
That was her priority, yeah. Hey, at least she came and got it fixed. I'm just saying. And she stayed and waited on it because apparently she wasn't priority because she was there a while waiting on that speaker.
No. Safety be priority more than some speakers. But
oh yeah,
man.
But no, man, I'm hoping to go, very often. Like I said, I don't go to Roundup anymore because it's just boring.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that Harley messed up when they took over Roundup and all that. It's not the independent. I got my leather works and I'm selling leather belts and all that kind of stuff. It got more commercialized.
Right.
And and you being from North Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Well, they shut Myrtle Beach down. You might as well say.
Yeah.
The restaurants didn't want to open and all that kind of stuff. And I hope, like I said, when we went to Tulsa, there were several other events going on at the same time with all different types of people mixing. So every place me and Tim goes, I believe that the kind of aura that you portray or how you carry yourself is how people talk to you. Mm-hmm. So there were some people that were saying, they don't like us here. I'm like, who? Every white person I saw, we was in a restaurant, came up, talked to, oh man, y'all rode your bicycle? Yeah, bicycle. You rode your motorcycles in? Yeah, where y'all come from? Oh, from Atlanta, from Houston. Wow, y'all came all the way down here. What for?
Right.
Black Wall Street rally. Oh man, I can't believe that, man. Because it's not a history thing that you learn about Black Wall Street. I know everything about it years back.
But we were at the bar and in the hotel, and this white doctor, this older white doctor was standing there, and we started talking to him, and we were talking about Black Wall Street, and he was like, he said I never do it. What did he say? He was from there?
No, he just goes there a lot for business.
Oh, goes a lot for business, but he said he never knew about it, until here recently. He said a doctor now. Not that but he was it's just amazing how, and we talked about how social media has really opened up a lot of stuff and an avenue for us to really learn about a lot of stuff that they didn't teach in school and stuff. But to what Derek was saying, I believe that you attract your aura attracts stuff, because like you said, we talked to some people and they was like, yeah, man, I hear us being they don't like black people or whatever. But when I tell you, Bill at Harley Davidson, the older white man came out, talked our head off. I mean, he came up to us, started talking.
About 40 minutes.
The white guy Mark inside the Harley Davidson talked my head off. All the guys inside the
Tim at the restaurant. Tim at the restaurant.
There was another guy named Tim at the room was eating. We got up, we was walking out the door. He stopped us, and he was talking about I forgot what he was talking. But he was talking about riding motorcycles and stuff. And
he hugged us and everything.
Yeah, he hugged us, and bro, what I'm saying is we got nothing but love
but you notice
from everybody
and
else.
a lot of times riding a Harley is a big equator between different types of people. They found, brothers riding Harleys or whatever, that will bring some older white people out to say, hey, how you doing? I had a blah, blah, blah back in 1972, so that kind of makes it a little easier. But I had that whole weekend, bro, everybody was, friendly.
And it's crazy. Like that doctor, he said once he found out, he researched it because he couldn't understand what he had never heard of it. So
got a book.
He started researching it. He started reading the books about it. And he said he couldn't believe it. He was like, he said, I know we have terrible history. He said, I know it. He said, but for them to do that, to make an excuse so they could go do that, what they've done. And just like Tyke says in the comments, there were several communities like that happened. Wilmington happened at North Carolina, North Carolina, and all that kind of stuff too. The place in South Carolina where we had our own buses and our own cabs, but we sabotaged that ourselves.
Is the place in North Carolina where they pretty much brought the dam in over a whole town or something like that?
No, the one in Wilmington, North Carolina, they did the same thing in Black Wall Street. They burned it down.
Yeah. Okay,
they burned it down. Yeah.
And me being from California, I don't get a lot of that, the Southern history stuff, or
didn't get it. We were there, Buddha. We didn't get it, and we were there.
Yeah,
we grew up there, and we just learned about it in the past few years because of the social media. This is, I want to say the woke era, the get more knowledge era, or the hidden knowledge. It's just been real prevalent here in the past few years, which is great.
Now, I know this is off. Do you find out with the younger generations doing that, or is it us Gen Xers are the ones who are trying to find more history about ourselves?
That's a great question.
That's a good question. I would say
a little both.
What'd you say there?
Maybe a little both.
I would say a little both. It's definitely a lot of our generation, because it's like, how somebody be talking to you, and they be putting stuff on you and it don't register.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, when you start seeing some other stuff, you be like, now it makes sense. I think that a lot of this generational stuff, the stuff that's happened in the past, the way things are, the way things were, and the way things, how it takes. Because let's just be honest. Black people, it take us. We got to do stuff 110%,
right,
to make stuff happen. Where other persuasions could do 70% and get the same thing in a lot of situations. Not all of them, but in a lot of situations.
I saw majority of our generations and older down there.
Right.
Yeah.
Grandparents with the grandkids or whatever like that, but it was more, us Gen Xers and our grandmother, our aunties or whatever. I saw a lot down there.
I did see in the hotel there was a young 21-year-old kid. He was out there drinking a beer, and I was having a conversation with him after I shot a little video out there, and he was like, him and his dad ride together.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I wanted a motorcycle because my dad had a motorcycle and he's taught me things, how to ride. And I wanted to come down here to this event with him on ground.
Right.
He said, I don't have a big bike. He said, one day I'm going to get me a Harley, but right now I have me I think it was a Honda. And he's like, it's just big enough for me to handle right now. I said, there's a lot of women out there that rock street glides and road glides. He said, I know, but I just ain't ready. He said, when I become ready, now I'll move up. But right now, this bike is great for me. And I thought that was wonderful that his dad taught him how to ride and then was able to put him on ground with him at this event.
Right.
And
my son said, my son's in the Army now, and he grew up. He used to go to the, the toy drives and all that kind of stuff with me on the back. He when he came home from basic training, he was all on, my wife's bike.
Yeah.
Now, would you want to do something like that with you and Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you and your son when you get old enough?
Sure, they old.
Yeah. All my sons grown. My youngest is 23, 27, and 35. But check this out, Buddha. My 27-year-old, when he was in probably middle school, we were in North Carolina and he rode his cousin dirt bike and caught that whiskey throttle. And boy, he shot across that yard. and bro, look, he stopped, he got off that bike. He never said nothing else about a bike. By the time he graduated from high school, he said, Dad, he ain't said nothing. I mean, I was riding a motorcycle, he ain't said nothing. So by the time he graduated high school, and about 2 years after he graduated, he said, I think I want to ride a motorcycle. I said, cool. I said, take the class and you'll be straight. He took the Harley class, and he used to live out in Houston, around Derrick. And for 3 years, that's all he had was a motorcycle. That was his main transportation. You know, he moved back here last year to Atlanta. And he actually left the bike there, but it's and I would like for my other ones to ride, but you know, you guys know you have to want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't no just I'm gonna do it because somebody else riding or whatever.
Oh, I saw that person riding. I'm gonna ride. Now if you don't love it,
I'm riding because of chips.
Right.
Poncho.
Frank Poncherello.
Right.
Yeah.
John Baker.
I was riding side by side. The first real motorcycle outlaw gang.
Yeah.
Police.
Police for real.
So if you guys don't know, outlaw motorcycle guys ride peg to peg. Guess who else rides peg to peg? That would be the police. Just FYI. That's all I'm
I
saying.
have been stopped many times, and they've been told we're the biggest gang out here type stuff.
I'm like,
wow.
What? Hey,
wow.
Come on, man. Be like, come on, bro. Really?
Yeah. And mind you, you know, I know we're getting off the subject, but law enforcement MCs that want to look like Outlaw Club, 3 Pieces, and State Rockers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's the, you know, you want to put us in jail for that kind of stuff, but you want to look just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably get away with a lot because you be like, nah, bro, come on. Who gonna tell on us? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nobody.
I have never seen an Iron Order or Blue Angels pulled over by cops. But
facts.
The history was awesome. Where that whole park was down there, like I said, I didn't know the church was the only thing standing. You know, so you know, before we went down there, I looked at a thing on the History Channel, you know, and how the whole street was. We had a movie theater, everything, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I was looking to see some of those old buildings. I mean, yeah, the church was left, but
yeah,
you know,
the crazy, that building to the left, it probably was only like 5 foot deep.
Right.
It almost looked like a movie prop.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but they had like little businesses in there. Yeah, I figured it wasn't that much room in there unless they went upstairs. But it almost looked just like a movie prop. Now, the one on the right side was a full-size building, but the one on the left was very shallow. I was like, wow, and they had business in there. And I like it that they're building it back up. They had a lot of cool restaurants over there. That baseball
I wonder,
stadium.
was the baseball stadium, you know, what part of that in this? I mean, you look at the history-wise, what part of all that was it? You know,
right?
Was that part?
That's a Jackie Robinson mural on the backside, which Derek we missed that getting a picture with that. But there's on the backside of it it's a nice Jackie Robinson mural. Okay. On the backside.
Yeah. So was that? My question is, was that other housing or was that Negro League baseball field?
True.
Back then? Right. There's some history that we'd have to look up to find.
Right. And it's funny, me being from LA, I didn't know that the Dodgers, that's where they did their spring training at in Tulsa.
Yeah.
So you notice Los Angeles Dodgers all over it, you know. And I was
I saw that.
What the heck?
Yeah. And Derek, I think we missed the opportunity. I don't know if you remember when we were standing on the corner Saturday afternoon, that older gentleman was sitting behind us, and he had a shirt draped across him, and it said "Justice for Greenwood." And I took a picture of him. But I was looking through my video footage today, and I felt like I missed the opportunity because he was just sitting there, and like I said, he was an older gentleman, but I feel like he had something to say if I would have talked to him. So I think that we have to. It's kind of like the OGs on the MC set. You know, a lot of times they be sitting over in the corner, just chilling or whatever. Those that know them or whatever. But I think that it garners a hey sir, how you doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I talk? Can we talk? Or just to kind of see where they're at. But again, I just feel like I missed the opportunity by not talking to him because I think he may have had some knowledge.
Was there ever any reparations for Greenwood?
I don't know if there were reparations or they were able to take back that area, and I'm not sure if you're able to get like business grants and that, because Oklahoma, the one thing they done, they helped the Native Americans. They gave them casino rights and all that, and you can't bother them on their land. Right. So I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, since that history now is known.
Well, we ain't never got reparations for anything else.
I was just about to say, Derek, that ain't even, that's not a fair statement. I don't see why they wouldn't, because they never, right. They never. I mean, hardly ever. That the family out in California that had that beach. If you got that had that beach, and they took it away from them like a long time. The family just got it back. Maybe a couple years ago or whatever. One of the most prominent beaches in the area or whatever.
I mean, the only reason I say that because there's not many states besides Oklahoma that allow the Native Americans to get something back.
I think they were the first ones. Once they did the Trail of Tears, when they took all the natives from East Coast and all that. I say natives, indigenous people.
Yeah, indigenous
from the East Coast and brought them into Oklahoma. Now, mind you, I got a history for you. My grandmother's father was the first black sheriff of Chickasha, Oklahoma.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That boy probably light skin with good hair.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Hey, if there's anybody out there that has history, man, that knows this type of stuff, man, send me a message and I'll shoot you the link, and maybe you can educate us on some of this type of stuff.
Yeah, I would love that.
Type it in the comments.
We're trying to figure out this stuff, to figure out what we need to do to get it. But Black Wall Street Rally was great, man. It was but there was a pastor. There was two pastors. Well, I don't know if there was pastors, but they had a platform that they want to speak. And the one guy said something that I was listening to my video because I did get something. He said that the white guy, if he was in power, does white people stuff, but if we put a black person in power, what will we do? The same. I'm like, what?
Well,
I heard that there. That's on my video. I heard that. I listened to that today, and you got to be careful, because everybody want a platform, but if you're in the church or if you know the Bible, or that's why you have to learn stuff for yourself, or you have to search stuff out for yourself. A lot of people that have a platform just because they can say it or they can put the words together good does not mean that it's correct. Because
I don't even put the words together good, because if you listen to the whole thing, he threw two curves and I missed both of them. I was like, what?
Yeah, so
you got some black people who's mad at Obama because he didn't, give us a 40 acres and a mule type thing,
right.
But he's the first one. You can't be the one. I'm going to give you all the rights back.
Right. If he did, he wouldn't have made it past his first term. His first 2 years.
And what they're saying, it was something to that effect, Buddha, and I immediately thought what you just said. I immediately thought, so President Obama was in office, but he was only going to do what they pretty much allowed him to do. He did a lot of stuff
because he didn't have the House. He didn't have the House and the Senate.
Yeah, exactly. And
crazy. Like
anybody not made on one person decision.
Yeah, even when the people have the House and the Senate controls everything. If they don't get what they want in there, whatever the bill is, let's say we get in the bill, we having a bill to give everybody turkeys, and they're going to vote on the bill. But before you give everybody turkeys, you got to give everybody in my family a Cadillac, and it be written in the bill. And they be like, "What the hell the turkeys got to do with the Cadillac?" It don't.
Look at it. The healthcare, universal healthcare, Obamacare. They mad at him about that.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you this. Buddha, I had cancer, stage 3 colon cancer. and I was in 2016. I was self-employed, and I had Obamacare, and Obamacare helped save my life. So people could say what they want to say. I had it, and it was a blessing for me and my family.
You know what? I heard a story like that. It was a white guy somewhere, and he was like, "Man, screw Obamacare. You know, I don't want that stuff." Then he got cancer, and then he tried to get it, and they denied it because he missed the time. So he was pissed off he didn't get it. You know, like make up your mind when it's for you. Now you want it, but for anybody else, you don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it saved my life, bro. Because that was the health insurance that I had. You know, was Obamacare because I was self-employed.
Right. What's up, everybody? We are doing all kinds of stuff on here. I am Eric from Manning Up. I got LT on Views on Twos, and I got Buddha out of Colorado. We are talking about the Black Wall Street rally and a whole bunch of different things. But the Black Wall Street rally was the main topic. We went down there this weekend. We had a heck of a time. If you're out there and you're from Tulsa, tell me what food are you guys known for? I know Oklahoma City is known for chicken fried steak. How I know that? Because my wife told me. We make a great chicken fried steak.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of restaurants have a great chicken fried steak. Oklahoma. Oklahoma City.
I think Oklahoma like Texas barbecue.
Nah, hell no.
Well, you got Kansas City, you got St. Louis. You know, I mean, you live there, so you know.
Hell no, Oklahoma ain't got no good barbecue. They got Billy Sims. You can't make no barbecue, man.
Yeah, no Billy Sims.
But that country fried steak was fire though. Oh, and Brahms. They known for Brahms too. Brahms, I love Brahms.
Yeah, Brahms. You know, I have not had a Brahms. They're usually in small towns on the road. I've never had one.
Because see, Brahms farm, they can only put a Brahms, a certain amount of miles from their farm, so everything is fresh. That's why I don't go to like Dallas and places like that in Oklahoma, because so their farm can get everything to them fresh. That's why it's not spread out all over the place. But I love Brahms, and hold on, man. Hey, babe. Babe. Oh, she must not be down there. Or she might be sleeping. She might tell me to shut up, nigga.
For real.
Well, she ain't saying, but
talking your thing. Leave me alone.
Right. When I come downstairs, y'all finish a little podcast.
Finished.
Yeah. So I'm good. We do it at night. Yeah. My wife working nights. She's a nurse, so I'm good.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you good. You good. But Black Wall Street was real cool, man. I really enjoyed myself. I can see myself going back. Like I said, the love was there.
Would you want to go back every year, like skip like every other year or something like that?
That's a good question, Buddha. I think because there's so many events on the calendar in different places, I think I would probably space it out. So I probably would go next year. I would probably go like the following year. I would probably pick somewhere else to go. Like I just saw YouTube, Lavish Towing, which he's on the bike set in Detroit. He had a big event this past weekend. I think it was a 3-day event, pretty much just like showing love to the bike community, whatever. But he had a big turnout, and he's doing it again. And there's other stuff going on. So I do like that about the bike culture. You can always like pick different events to go to. But again, to answer your question, I don't know if I'll go next year. I might wait a year and go back, unless I just don't have anything planned for that weekend.
Right.
So
what about you? Huh?
Right before Father's Day too, so it's something kind of rough, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, the bike set is massive. There are about 15 million events everywhere, every state, every country, everything
you going on every weekend.
Somebody's having an event that you need to plan for, the year prior, especially if you're in a group or something. Usually a ride calendar comes out if you're in a club, and then if you just me and Tim, Tim gets invited to a lot of things. And he was like, "Hey man, what about this? I'm gonna be going that way." And now that I decided to keep my bike, because my two brothers on here asked me what the hell wrong with you.
I didn't get to see the fat tire
having a
kid.
midlife crisis backwards.
Well, he is, man. I looked at that post. I was like, really?
Yeah, I
Keisha
got
was
his
like,
too.
yeah, Keisha's like, Derek selling his bike. I said, yeah, he's dumb.
Tim
So,
was like,
guys
well, maybe
enjoy-
sell your bike. And my brother Buddha's like, hey man, what's wrong with you, man? Why you selling your bike? I'm like, damn. I guess
do you
I
guys enjoy being on the independent side now, or you missed the brotherhood from a club?
Buddha, I kind of missed the camaraderie, but to be able to move around and move how I want to move, I'm good with that right now. And like I'll tell you why. Like there's a few people that from Atlanta, a couple guys that I ride with from time to time. They were there. They actually came to check on us when we were at Harley Davidson, and they let me know, hey, we leaving, because I rode solo. So and they said, hey man, we're leaving at we're meeting at 3:30 KSU at Kickstands up at 4:00, Sunday morning or whatever. And I said, okay. I said, if I ride with you, I said, I'm not sure what time I'm leaving. But if I ride with you guys, I'll text you at 3 to let you know I'm coming. If you don't get a text, then I'm not coming or whatever. I pretty much knew I won't coming, because because I mean this is real. I mean, because I can move how I want to move, and don't get me wrong, I love the camaraderie. I love, ride with, 3, 4, 15, 20, 25 bikes, rolling down the road, but to be able to just sit back and relax, enjoy my ride, because when you ride with other people, it's a lot of I won't say stress, but you got to pay attention. You got to, who's in front, who's in back, what's going on with them, what's going on with them. There's a car coming up, so you're looking, you're blocking, to make sure that all of those dynamics. When you ride by yourself, it's like I'm riding if I want to hit it and get on past all these cars. If I want to fall back, whatever. So that's my take. So I'm good right now.
So my biggest thing is the cut that we wear at Buddha is heavy. And I don't mean in weight, I mean in heavy as in the community when they see that color on that cross on your back. So I do miss the camaraderie because, like I said, us being soldiers is different. A soldier is different than a civilian because I didn't know. Right now, I don't know my neighbors, but if I was on a base or close to a base, I would know everybody. We'd all have cookouts. If I left, somebody would be watching my house because we were all soldiers.
Right.
So you do miss that part to where I could call somebody anytime, any place, like, hey, man, I need your help. And they're there. Or, hey, man, this, and they're there. So I do miss that part. Carrying the cross, I missed because it was a sense of pride, but at the same time, it was heavy. So at all the times, your head is on a swivel.
Yeah.
Gas station, moving. You don't know what anybody's thinking at any given time.
Right.
When you're carrying that cross, they're gonna respect the cross, but at the same time, some people are
but
afraid
with civilians too.
don't understand the cross.
Civilians want to push bikers for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Right. But I saw none of that in Tulsa.
Yeah. Right. Tulsa was really cool. I mean, they didn't cut you off or anything.
It was a chill vibe everywhere we went, man. I didn't feel nothing. And even there was a bunch of ones, on different corners. I'm mad I missed you. I was talking to the other young lady. Yeah. When you came through, but that corner we were standing in, because you guys was coming through. You had who was it? Outcast?
Outcast
was on the other corner. Yeah, Sin City over there. So but as far as we could see, everybody was just they were just going their ways or whatever. So I think it was definitely a sense of unity, on the streets.
Yep. Now, one thing right about when you growing cross country by yourself, your shit break down. You solo don't know.
Yeah, that part right there. So yeah, so that's always something to think about. But when I tell you, I just renewed, like last week, I made sure I renewed my AAA package. And if you guys don't know, AAA just started a new thing with motorcycles, but I still have the Premier package. And that Premier package It's about $300 but it
That
gets
covers trailers with
it-
motorcycles,
yeah.
trailers, and RVs.
And 200 miles tow
Yep.
one way, and it's like $1,500 like reimbursement or something like that. So that's where the Premier. So folks, if you ride motorcycles and you do a lot of traveling, you don't want to just have just the regular AAA because you're gonna find yourself short, because they'd be like, all right, there you go, your 20 miles.
Right.
But if you have that Premier, then you don't have a lot to worry about. The most you have to worry about is them getting to you because it might take 7 hours.
Hey, but the one thing I will tell you,
but you know what? At our age, ARP, brother, don't trip. ARP get a lot of discounts on stuff too.
I just started looking at that. I just started looking at the AARP.
ain't no way in the world I thought I'd be saying, man, AARP. Damn, man. We're already
I
there.
was looking at it because I was reading something the other day and they had like hotels and this and that. And you know what? I need to go ahead because I haven't signed up. I need to go ahead and sign up because they be getting like 10% discount, stuff. And
I didn't know. I used to throw those letters away. Then Derek Boca told me, he was like, "Hey, bro, get on ARP." I was like, "What?" Boca's a white brother that we know, and he's like, "Get on it." I was like, "All right, I'm getting on it."
Hey, Buddha, one thing I can tell you: once you hang up your cut, you find out who really was your brother and who was just your club member.
Right.
Hey, that's in the ones and the 99s.
Yeah.
I was in the 99, and I tell you, there was about 20 of us. I get more love. Truth be told, I get more love because I'm a rider. I get more love from the people that was like up in Chicago and in Milwaukee, the other states, our other chapters, but I mean it is what it is. I don't hear from them guys a lot. I mean, granted, the phone worked both ways, but
what's
you
saying?
find out who's with you.
Every brother ain't your brother.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've been in this MC set a long time. I consider myself, but I don't consider my other people because it'd be like OG on the set. And I've been, and it's the same thing, bro. And Derek know me. I'm real easy and cool. Talk to you. I ain't. I'm not the tuck out chest all the time and all that.
Yeah, me and you talk like we've been knowing each other. But because of what me and Derek got. Yep.
Yeah, it's you think back, 5 or 6 years you was in, you're like, damn, think of all the stuff I did for, folks, not because of we're rocking the same thing, because I thought, hey, you do that for me. Shit. Right. You hang that son bitch down.
Right.
Quick, son. You learn quick. Well, even if you try to help people out when you out and you still learn quick.
But you know what? And I mean, I have been riding on down a highway, and I see a guy pulled over. I will flip a bitch, and I don't care if you're white, black, green, purple, especially if it's another club. I mean, other clubs. I mean, we was funky with a couple other clubs. I seen a cat by himself. He looking at me like, "Nah, man, I'm checking to see you. All right, okay, cool, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. What's your name? And keep it pushing."
And the thing about it, if you guys don't know, the motorcycle law is if you see somebody broke down and you on you motorcycle, you stop and see if that brother needs your help. Now, some people might be some tomfoolery, but most of the time, if you see somebody broke down with a motorcycle, they might need some help. It's a quick, hey man, you good?
Yep.
That's true.
And if you're rivals, they may look at you first thinking, nah, bro, I'm just checking on and make sure you're good.
Yeah.
And then that earns, even if they still don't fuck with your club, they be like, oh man, that nigga Buddha stopped and saw me broke down. Even when I see him, I'm like, hey man, appreciate you. Even if my club like, hey, why you go talk to that dude? He said, because when I was broke down waiting on y'all, this brother stopped and asked me if I was like,
Now, Derek, I know you familiar with Colorado weather. It was just 80 degrees earlier. Now it's raining.
Oh, so Tim, in Colorado, you can tell when the weather's going to change because it come from the top of the mountain, come over the mountain. It'll be sunny. Really? See that cloud come over the mountain like this. You'd be like, oh man, hope I can get out of work before that storm. You ain't gonna make it. Hey, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it.
especially on a Friday afternoon, we be standing out there. We can see it come over the mountains. Like, God dang, bro, it might start raining.
Yeah,
And
come on,
motherfuckers talk for
Art.
hours.
Come on, First Art. Let us go. Come on. No, you ain't gonna let us go. God.
That's what's up.
Hey, Tim, I got a good story.
Like I said, man, I'm looking to see if we get us involved in the Tulsa Black Wall Street. You know, I think that'd be good. You know, if you have some clubs, I mean, it could be mom and pop clubs, local clubs to you know sponsor and push it out.
Yeah, put a committee together and you know let the bikers get on the committee to push it out.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think that'll be a good thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking
about
Black Wall Street rally.
The slingshots with 90 million lights. I know stuff like that is a regional thing, but them cats had them slingshots, man. They had 9 bajillion lights on them and flashing and multicolors. I thought it was real cool. I wouldn't want one, but I thought it was real cool.
Yeah. Hey, Buddha, me too. My thing with that, you know, I think I was talking to Derek, and I know I was talking to my wife about, like, I drive a Jeep, and like I like my Jeep a lot, and I see a lot of Jeeps that I would not drive to save my life. But my thing is, I always say I like that for them. I like that for you. So those slingshots and Can-Ams and stuff, I like that for you because that's what you like. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Even though it's got a sticker on that says it's a motorcycle, you ain't no motorcycle, man. Use a
right.
It's a dune buggy.
Yeah.
Wonder Wheels. I don't want it.
So what's going to be you guys' next big event? Next rally you want to go to? I know, Derek, you go down to Galveston sometimes on that one. You know, what's you guys' next big one you guys going to go to?
Friday, New Orleans to Just GQ Peace Army ride. He's rare breed, but he's a YouTuber that's really picked up some traction in the past couple of years. And I mean, Harley sponsored him on, you know, a lot of stuff. He's doing meet and greets with Harley Davidson and in Milwaukee in July. There, I think I'm going to Milwaukee in July as well, at the end of July. So Derek's probably going too. So New Orleans next weekend, and Derek is thinking about meeting me there in New Orleans, right, Derek?
Yeah, thinking about it.
Oh my God, I'm trying to get him out there.
Yeah, I had the time to get out. My calendar is so full. I'm gone every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
that's the one thing I don't miss that either. The run calendar.
Nah.
Yeah.
Man, there's some place on that run calendar you go. They one stop light, and
now I do wish a lot of the 99 clubs mimic the ones as far as like their runs and their mandos, because I think that and being in the club, it would prompt more people, more 99s to ride more as a club and to really get out there more. That was one of my things, because I love to get out there and ride. And so yeah, and you know how, you know, a lot of clubs, you know, so you know, my left pinky toe, you know, hurt. I can't find my key fob for my motorcycle. You know, my wife got me blocked in and she left with the keys. You know, just all kinds of story, man. And you know, it was just, you know, always a headache.
One thing about the Outlaw that I like is they did a lot of stuff that reflect back to history, because them boys back then didn't have a lot of money, so there wasn't no whole bunch of going to the hotels. You found a park. Yeah, and you went to sleep. So, you know, they had a couple of events where we go out there to the, you know, campgrounds or whatever and set up and put a hog out there. You know, Texas has several events where they go out there and camp for the weekend, just to go back to how it used to be when, you know, those brothers didn't have a lot of money. They just, you know, they got on their bikes, which damn, you ride that little raggedy motherfucker across state lines, boy. You was doing it, son. And to ride that one, but.
Yeah, man.
Hey, guys, we're talking about Black Wall Street Rally here on Manning Up. Views on Twos. Buddha out of Colorado. Chosen Few Regional, right?
Yeah.
Regional. Yep. Colorado. I got all those things that way. That brother's doing great things. Black Wall Street Rally, ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd annual was a tremendous, successful event. And the things that we said in this video were just things that maybe you could think about in the forefront and say, hey, we're going to make no cars down here, which was extremely dangerous. Not only for people walking around and riding bikes, but for the person who is impatient in that car, because bikers do not play when it comes to their safety and the people they're with, whether you're 99, whether you're outlaw, whether you're independent.
Right.
You're making a decision to run lights and run stop signs and be impatient on lives of kids, children, women, and mine. And then you want to be upset when we knock your side mirror off.
Yes.
And dare you to get out your vehicle. Triple dog dare you. Not because we're trying to show you we're tough, but we're trying to show you that, man, there's a lot of people that you are affecting right now with the decision that you're making. So if you guys see a motorcycle, you think twice, you look twice, wave. Oh, that's the one thing I hate. When I was in Outlaw Club, Buddha, and they always looked at me funny. As I wave, I be waving everybody.
I do too.
I used to be throwing everything up like this.
I do too.
Because you know that brother, he's already fascinated by seeing 30 bikes peg to peg going down the highway. And then he's waving, and you don't wave, man. I used to be throwing that 36 up to him, yo, and they be like, man, why are you waving at him? Because he waved, man.
And you know, we do the 36 up. Outcasts do the middle finger. Some people think it's disrespect, but that's just how they do. You live in a land, you know. With the bird and keep pushing.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
You know, I do. And, you know, sometimes white outlaws won't give their deuces up to black outlaws. It's just one of those things. It's just, you know. So, but yeah,
I've shot a couple of white outlaws to bird.
Yeah.
Hey, to say about that wave, I don't know what it is, but like, bro, them people in Oklahoma and Arkansas on the other side of the interstate be about to break their neck the wave, bro. I'm like, you way over there. They be like, you know, most times, you know, you just take your hand off the handlebar like that. They be like, hey, I'm like, hello.
It's just motorcycle courtesy. Man, shoot the dude,
and I didn't know they had that many local clubs. I was really impressed with their set.
Oh, talking about
Tulsa, yeah. I was really impressed, man, because they had a lot of clubs, a lot of mom and pop independents or whatever, but it was a lot of it made a good, you know, motorcycle weekend. It really did.
Yeah.
You know.
I like
I will be going back though. Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think I will wait a year and then go back. The neck weight also depends on what everybody's saying, you know. So we might be like that, and then they be like, "Oh man, they've got, you know, more events, you know, they got involved."
That could come into play too. You know, I mean, they may have like a lot more traction, because like I said, we didn't necessarily the itinerary, like you said, like the concert that night, Saturday night or whatever, and then they had like some other stuff going on. So, you know, depending on what they have going on, you know, could help determine whether we go back next year as well.
And it may be a good thing for you, you know, Derek. You know, what year? What is it that you do every year when you go back home and cook? You know, something like that. You know, you kill on that grill. You know, that'd be something like you. You know what? I'm a trailer down. You know, down there and do your thing.
Yeah. Bully, you never made it to North Carolina for that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Bruh, I'm sure you saw the pictures.
Oh,
man,
yeah. Every year.
Him and his sister and his dad, man, they used to, they used to put it on, man. I mean, like, it was a big event. And I mean, just food. Everybody had a good time. It was like a small Tulsa. I mean, it was just everybody just come through. And then there would be like different waves. You know, people be there at the start. Some of them are fan out, then more people come. Some of them fan out, then more people come. And it was always a good time.
Do you still go home and do it, Derek?
No, man. So I don't even want to really touch it too much, but we had this event going for 10 years, right? And then one year, me and my sister were talking about it, was like, hey, how about we throw an after party to try to recoup back some of the money that we spent to feed the community.
Right.
That way, it's not that much of a burden, and we just turn that right back into the cookout next year. That means you add more things.
Right.
So we put out a flyer because everybody else is charging $25 to get in, and then you had to buy for drinks, right?
Mhm.
So we just put $10 BYOB.
Right.
We got the place, you pay $10, and then you got to come get a setup from us, ice, cups, your mixers or whatever. And one of the guys from Goldsboro said, hey man, this is the first time there's ever been an Eastern Wayne event on the Goldsboro High School flyer. And it was packed. No issues, no security, just people were full, people was drinking, we had a nice DJ, and everybody was dancing. And then the very next year, instead of, people know I'm gonna feed everybody, knowing I'm putting on a party to recoup the money back so I feed you even better last year. Because each year growing, it started with 50 people, and now we're feeding 300 to 400 people.
And Buddha, they pay everything was free when you come.
Yeah,
you just come enjoy and leave.
And then the next year we're doing the same thing, and then I keep hearing things about people putting on other events. I said,
on the back of you feeding the community.
On the back of me feeding the kid. Don't put on another event. Let's get together and do it together, so it's always the same. Oh, we're not doing anything. And then when I find out that you're doing anything, people still came to my event, but it wasn't as good as the last time. So I told my sister, I ain't doing it no more. She was like, no, it ain't about that. We decided to feed the community and all that. I said, I know, but some of the community decided to make money on our back. Instead of feeding the community, they're going to make money on our back. So we stopped doing it. And that was 8 years ago now, I think it is, 7 years ago. And people still ask me, hey, man, there's really, man, you need to bring that thing back, because people on Saturday, you could guarantee that's where everybody was coming on Saturday. After they did the parade, they know we're going to start feeding at 3 o'clock. And we're gonna go until everybody leaves. They probably 3 to 10, Tim, and then everybody will go to the place. So this time that when the event was real good, we did it from 3 to 9. And you see that the event is successful. So instead of you trying to help to grow the event, you kill the event.
Yeah. A shame.
It was a good deal. It was a good thing.
What you smoking on? Man, I don't know. One of the brothers, Scotty. We walked by the cigar tent the other day, and then he was like, "Hey, bro, you smoke?" And he gave. I don't know what it was. It was nice though.
Okay,
it was real smooth.
Everybody, I'm smoking a Toro Fuente. A Fuente, for those who know. Fuente. Yeah, man, it was good to see all y'all, man. Me and my boy Tim. Like I said, I've been knowing this rascal since 8th grade.
Yep.
Been knowing Buddha since 2000.
Yep. Yeah, 2000 for real.
Yeah. And man, we've always been 100. Me and Buddha used to go pick up everybody from the once they came into town, Sar Major and the Colonel. We gave Tim, our briefings were so good. I remember me and May were giving the briefing, and Colonel and Sar Major was in the back there with their hands crossed like this. And Buddha went through, did our 30-minute spiel. And no. What we used to do is, hey man, we want you guys to impress the Sergeant Major and the Colonel. So when they come in, you guys stand up, striker. We're striker brigade. Y'all stand up, striker. And Sergeant Major came in. He was like, "Oh, well, hell, Vic, Mayor, shit. This was Sergeant Major speaking. Shit, I ain't got nothing to say." So Sergeant Major Foos came in. They did striker. So they stood back there and watched it. So the Colonel came up there and was like, these guys covered it so well. I ain't really got nothing else to say.
Right.
Y'all come on in and do it. And then after that, he only came down every now and then. Buddha go up to, hey, Colonel, you got anything to say? He'd be like, nah, Sergeant Major, nah, you guys got it all covered and all that kind of stuff. And that was it. So me and Buddha used to go to the dining facility before it opened, Tim.
Yeah.
Everybody standing in line, right? Me and Buddha come to the back of the chow hall with plates. My plate, his plate, Sergeant Major plate, and maybe Sergeant Estes or Sergeant Kling, or what's the Black Sergeant Major name?
Drank Black Velvet. I can't remember his name. Brother drank Black Velvet.
I told the dude I could get him anything from the liquor store, Tim. That boy said, just give me some Black Velvet. I said, man, Black Velvet, it's only $7 for a 2-gallon jug. He's like, Rick, all I drink is Black Velvet.
Oh my God. Some shoe polish.
Yeah, I was like, all right, bro, I'll get you the Black Velvet. That's the only thing he ever wanted. But man, we had a good time, and yeah, that's my brother, man. You guys, hey, I go anywhere with y'all, man.
Absolutely. And I told and to that way he just said, boo, to my wife. I told my wife about, the guy, the guys were saying, what time we leave the kickstands up, and my wife's like, yeah, I know you want to go in anyway, to come back with them. And I said, yeah. I said, let's not ride with Derek. I don't really care to ride with nobody.
Hey, I thought that boy went to Oklahoma.
That's how we move.
I thought he went to Oklahoma City so he would not run into him on the highway. That's why I thought he went that way.
Oh, damn.
Oklahoma City to dodge him like that. I was like, God.
No, man. No, 40 just comes straight across there, man.
Yeah.
Go through Oklahoma City, Arkansas, then you go in the tip of Tennessee, then drop down to Mississippi, and then come back up through Alabama.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So Black Wall Street guys, Black Wall Street rally. If you can next year, get your motorcycle ready.
Yeah. Good
and
event.
get on the road. Hit every event that you can while you can, because you never know when the man upstairs is gonna call you home. So you might as well get as many wheels in as you can.
That's it.
So Buddha, hey, tell us about this tornado, bro. Tell us about this tornado.
Eric, man. So we was at the gas station in Hayes, Kansas, and we see these big ass trucks come in. We're like, what's going on? And he was like, oh, we're the tornado chasers. And I'm like, what the hell? He's
really?
Like, it's coming northeast. Y'all probably want to go south. And then it just started coming in quick, bro. And I started filming it. Went live with it real quick. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what? But it was funny. It came in, it dumped. We seen the funnel go the other way, and then it cleared up.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about a tornado. It comes.
Wow, there you was talking about those tornadoes.
Yeah.
It was funny because all the brothers from different clubs, we may have left different times from Colorado. We were all at the same gas station. Like, okay, cool. We just ride back in together. So
yeah. And that's the thing about riding too. You'll never know. You pull up at gas station, it might be, two other groups there, at the same time.
Yep. So everybody put on the rain gear, was waiting there. So then the hail started coming. So really I started filming.
Oh wow.
Hail started coming. I was like, all right, you're gonna dent my bike. I can get on video. So that was
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna put video.
He said for insurance purposes. See?
Wow.
This is what happened.
My brothers, my wife just said to me, asked her to bring her some lunch. So I gotta go.
We're about to wind it down. Hey, everybody, Black Wall Street Rally. Great event 2024. Make sure you get your tickets next year to go. Have a good time.
Merch is over there.
Get you some history. Ride with your family. Ride with your friends. And the more you ride, the better family and better friends you become, because the road builds everything.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Stuff happens on the road. So, yep.
I mean, accidents happen. Can't be afraid.
Good and bad.
Good and bad. You just got to get out there and trust yourself.
Yep.
And just do it, man. You can get an accident falling down your stairs.
That's for real.
Exactly.
That's for real.
All right, guys. Views on twos. Tim, what you got before we close out of here?
Hey, man, everybody just understand that it's not that serious. If a check can solve it, it ain't that bad.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. If a check can solve it, it ain't that bad. And you can apply that to every part of your life, because some people's going through some serious stuff, and a lot of people think they're going through serious stuff, but if a check can solve it, it ain't that bad. So listen to the birds in the morning. They don't worry about nothing.
That's right.
Ooh, what you got, man?
Man, I gotta open up me a podcast, and we need to do this on a regular.
Yeah, man, we can do it. We can do it. Matter of fact, we'll talk about offline, all of us, and we'll pick a day, and then it'd be motorcycle, whatever day it is, and we'll.
You know me, I'm just a MC guy. I enjoy everything. So
right.
Cool, my brother.
Hey, you guys, Manning Up, Men Building Men podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Views on Twos. Like, comment, subscribe. Buddha coming soon with his podcast. Like, comment, subscribe once you get off the road.
I do got my YouTube with all my videos and all that.
Buddha, you got a YouTube page?
Yeah, I got a YouTube page, Buddha Chosen Few. And I do all the video. I like the video, the histories of my clubs.
Yeah. Right.
So that's all my videos on there. Just type in my name and you see.
Bro, I ain't know that.
Him and Buddha are the same individual.
Yep.
Buddha makes all kinds of videos with every picture that's taken at the events, after the week or two after everybody's home. And then Tim takes a whole bunch of pictures and he builds videos. And I'm the missing link that don't take no pictures and no video and don't record. So I got two brothers that say that do all the videoing and recording, and you got me that if I gotta take the picture, it ain't nobody gonna have any.
Right.
Hey, let's get out of here. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes on the dot, man. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Keep riding those motorcycles, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, love you, bro.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Hey, Buddha, don't get off him. Don't get off yet. Let me shut it down so it sends me all the information. Y'all hold on.
Okay.